as I look at the biggest needs for this Denver Broncos team at edge rusher, I feel like we have an absolute platoon of dudes who can succeed. I think Benito, huge upside. Drew Sanders out of Arkansas, huge upside at edge. And then Baron Browning is, people compare him to Von Miller. He's got a bend that is crazy, man. And I think that would be a really good fit. Like if you could have the best edge rusher in the entire draft like that, you can't get that at 12 usually. Like when was the last time the best defensive player was still there at 12? Like this is good.
Yeah, I have not officially seen the stats, but I would imagine this is the first time there's never been a defensive player picked in the top 10.
Yeah. And like that, it's like, I know obviously college teams are prioritizing offense and all that kind of stuff. The league's changing, but we still look like, why were the San Francisco 49ers in it with Brock Purdy? It was because that defense was sick. Why did the Chiefs succeed and make it to the Super Bowl with the worst receiving core Patrick Mahomes has ever had? It's because their defense came on and was sick. So in the NFL, like we haven't had the NFL change like NBA basketball. Steph Curry changed the game, but in the NFL, defense still is king. And so we could get the best defensive player right now. I definitely would not have. I would not have guessed that. I think my official pick is going to be Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, okay. How's your D? Do you have good D tackles?
I mean, we went out and got some depth there. I mean, we got DJ Jones, Zach Allen, high upside dude. People were saying is going to be like a little mini JJ Watt kind of. Vance Joseph liked him. We got one of the highest rated pass stuffers there, but yeah, I could see defensive tackle being a need as well. I guess if like there's that guy you're saying is like Aaron Donald-esque, right? That they're saying.
Yeah. So there was a lot of smoke about Byron Murphy to the Bears, and I really didn't want it and had to talk myself into it. And the more I read about him, it's like, it's not the sexy pick to take a D tackle that early, but if like he becomes the next Donald or even like a Dexter Lawrence or Chris Jones, I think any team
look at what Chris Jones
was.
Yeah, look at what Chris Jones was for that Kansas City Chiefs team like that. And the devil's advocate to that would be like Chris Jones was what 32nd pick or something like that. So, oh man, this has been a long time that the pick is on the board.
Making us sweat this one out.
Literally sweating it out. All right, we get a cut to the Broncos war room. Sean Payton on point. He's got a high and tight, very high, very tight. They look like a little dejected, man. But then I see some smiles. Like look at George Payton. He doesn't look like pumped.
Yeah,
but sometimes that can also be like, hey, we crushed it when you didn't.
Yeah, and it could just be like awkwardness being on camera when you don't really want to be.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're at right now, right?
Yeah,
just the awkwardness of being on camera. Oh my goodness! Wow, Goodell is walking across. Here it is. What all the hype has been about. The 12th pick, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Bo Nix.
Wow. The Denver Broncos have their quarterback of the future. The Denver Broncos have selected Bo Nix with the 12th overall pick in the NFL draft. Man. I feel like that's high to pick at 12, but he's Sean Payton's guy. That was, he did a Zoom call with him. He kind of did like an undercover thing where he went out to Eugene, Oregon, and it was kind of trying to fly under the radar. The player that he gushed the most about was JJ McCarthy. And a lot of people were saying that was all smoke, right? That he was trying to make people think we wanted JJ when really all along he wanted Bo Nix. Bo Nix being a coach's son, he is all about processing, all about like moving the ball around the field. I think if you look at Drew Brees, that's what he did too. A lot of Bo Nix's completions were right around like the line of scrimmage and just like moving that point of attack. And that was something really missing from the Denver Broncos offense. That's why Sean Payton didn't like Russell Wilson. Bo Nix can move the ball into the middle of the field, and that Bo Nix is the quarterback for the Denver Broncos.
How about that?
Wow. Man. So obviously, Sean Payton didn't think Bo Nix. Yeah, that button moves us up. I'm not.
My fault.
Just like Bo Nix's size here. Yeah, this is down. So obviously Sean Payton was worried here that Bo Nix wouldn't fall to him if he traded back, or the compensation for trade back just didn't warrant that, right? I think Brock Bowers, while he might seem like a generational tight end, tight ends take a couple of years to develop. Typically, obviously, the Detroit Lions tight end was different and hit right away. But I think you look with Kyle Pitts. Sean Payton doesn't have time to turn this thing around. We need a mature guy who can step up and win right away. And I think that is Bo Nix. Let's go back to sitting. Love to hear, how are y'all feeling about Bo Nix being the next quarterback for the Denver Broncos?
As impartial third party, I love it for you guys. I think he, you never want to make too lofty of comparisons, but he really does seem like a Drew Brees with just the way he's like, he's not going to do anything super flashy, but he's just going to get the ball out immediately into the playmaker's hands that you need. He really does seem like the perfect fit for Sean Payton. I think 77% completion percentage last year.
Wow.
That's crazy. And I know Oregon was very talented, but I think they'll have one receiver go probably in the second round. Like, he didn't have the supporting cast that Penix had, that some of these other
Jaden Daniels for sure. He didn't have that.
Daniels
totally
for sure.
Wow. All right. All right. So yeah, I mean, some of the interesting devil's advocate would be Zach Wilson is younger than Bo Nix. He is older. We're seeing a lot of people saying they love it. Stoked. He's Sean Payton's guy. We have to trust that. And I'll keep falling back on that and saying Sean Payton has not let us down. The true, if you told me I wanted to leave this first round with a quarterback and we got him, I wanted that to be JJ, but at the end of the day, I'm just a dude in my basement, and I trust Sean Payton's ability to evaluate quarterbacks more. And I think he saw Bo Nix as better than JJ McCarthy.
I think you have to feel like if a team like the Vikings had given up multiple firsts to go up to number 4 or 5, I think you have to have that fear that maybe the Broncos thought he was better and just didn't have the draft capital to do it. But I think you can feel comfortable knowing Payton wanted Nix. He could have had McCarthy. He didn't go for him. Yep. He wanted Nix.
Totally, man. Could you go get my special guest out of the green room for us?
Would be happy to.
All right. So he is playing Madden, not watching the draft. So we'll announce to an NFL insider. He was on for the first time reacting to the Denver Broncos' first ever victory against the Kansas City Chiefs in his lifetime. And that's my son. I'm going to break the news to him and see what he thinks about who we drafted at quarterback and if he is excited about that. So, we just gotta, I think this here of can't believe it was a smoke screen. I think Sean Payton is playing checkers while everyone else is playing chess. And I think we all probably should have read into the gushing and glowing he did about JJ as he's trying to throw us off the scent and that JJ was never his guy. You even almost saw that a little inside stuff there where George Payton said, "Oh, I'm so glad that Sean leaked that we really like JJ. Now the whole world knows." Obviously he didn't really feel that. All right, my main man, my best friend in the house. All right, the Denver Broncos, my man, selected our new quarterback is Nix is the fix. Bo knows football. Bo Nix is our quarterback. How you feeling?
Psyched.
Yeah, man. You want to see what he looks like and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
this dude is a beast. One of the better college quarterbacks. So he threw if you threw the ball 10 times, he completed 7 of them last year. He had a 77% completion rate, and just an absolute beast of a dude. Very, very accurate with the football, and I'm very, very excited. You will be the Denver Broncos quarterback in like 10 years, and you'll kind of step in right for Bo Nix. How does that sound? All right, can you look right here and just be like, Nix is the fix?
Nix is the fix.
Love it, man. And then you gotta sync a shot for us on camera.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, let's see what he's got. All right, my man. The bummer is like I call my son JJ because that's like his initials, and so it would have been cool to have JJ, but we do have a Bo in the family. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, man. Let's go Bo knows football. The cool part is like my prediction, another hot take here, Paul, is that in the next 10 years, the most popular name in the entire state of Colorado, if you're having a son, is going to be Bo.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Bo.
So I have a nephew named Bo, and like it was kind of like for Boulder, like, you know, it's kind of like a short thing for Boulder. I think it's going to be a great fit. And like now that the shock of it has worn out, I'm feeling awesome. Oh my goodness. All right, we're staying all night. We're doing a sleepover. We just had somebody super chat us $50, man. You know what I'm doing with that $50? I'm buying myself a Bo Nix jersey. I'm gonna go on and like order it the second this stream is over. So seriously, man, like massive shout out. You didn't have to do that, and that means a ton to me. So thank you for doing that. And we're gonna, I think I gotta change my call sign now. I ended every video like swishing a shot and saying Broncos country, let's ride when we had Russell Wilson. And then I changed it to giddy up because it was like Broncos, let's giddy up. I got to somehow incorporate like Bo, like Nix is the fix, or like the other cool thing is like Bo knows football was a famous campaign for Nike for Bo Jackson. It was like Bo knows sports and stuff. So like I could see that being like a sick Broncos shirt. So but yeah, man, massive thank you, HexFix93. That's amazing, man.